was invited to be a guest designer for Scrap Diva Designs. So here is her website. Super easy, www.scrapdivadesigns.com. And here are all her social media information. I will link that in the description box down below the video. So let me show you the goodies that I got. And then, of course, I had to buy more goodies for myself. So I was really hoping I would get this die. This is the Fa La 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 die set. And it's a layered die set. I'm really looking forward to playing with this one. So they are big dies. See how big? Okay. Then check this one out. This is a big Santa boot, and it's got poinsettias. It's got your center for your poinsettia. It's got a tag die. Looks like that's the belt for the boot. Some pine needles and some jingle bells. So this is also a layered die. So it looks to me like you could make this a shaker. I will definitely show you guys because I have a fun project in store. Okay. Then, oh my gosh. I know why she sent me these, because I make cards. But this is also going to be great for the project I'm working on. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at the end. This says Christmas cheer, Santa's helper. North. Oh my gosh, I can't read this backwards. This says holiday, presents, seasons. Maybe that says greetings? It's hard to read backwards. I'm sorry. Oh, here's pole. So North Pole. Happy holidays. Seasons. I'm sure greetings is around here. And then that says elf. So these are layered dies also. So it gives you a background, and then you die cut your word and you glue it onto the background, which I love. Okay. And then we've got, looks like elf shoes. So 2 different sizes, and yep, these look like you can turn them into a shaker. All right, and then there's a little crown. So these are going to be great in the project that I'm working on. This looks like a Santa or an elf. But I will definitely show you this when I'm all done. Apparently, if it's a Santa or an elf, it gets glasses. All right. Then we've got a TV, an old-time TV. And this definitely looks like you can turn it into a shaker. So that is tons of fun. And again, look how big these are. All right. This is a lantern, and this is for you to create your own mini album with. So you've got the Merry Christmas on here. You've got these little tabs, and then you have, oh, these are the candles. And then this is the top of the candles. Okay, wake up. It's not 7 yet. All right, so this is what I got in my design team package, which this is a lovely amount of goodies to work with. But when I decided what my project was, I knew I needed more. So let's look at what I got. So this says Baking Spirits Bright, and it's got a background to it. You can print the words and glue it onto your background. And look at that rolling pin with a heart. And this isn't as big, but you can still see it's big. It's the whole palm of your hand. All right. I needed me some frying pans, some spatulas, all kinds of cooking goodies there. And look at that. Look how much stuff you get. That is a lot of stuff. All right, this one is definitely smaller. And this is like a little tray, and you make your little gingerbread people, and so stinking cute. All right, and then I ordered this big gingerbread. It looks like a girl because there are lashes on the eyes. And then there's this bow, and a little holly leaves, a button, and this you can turn it into a shaker, and I am so stoked. I needed to do this video so I could get going on my project. And then I ordered this. This is the Naughty and Nice list, or, well, it says wish list, but it could also be naughty and nice. And there's a little gift, and then there's the background for, you cut this out, and then you glue it onto your background. And this is just so creative. She is very, very creative. Okay. All right. This is a hot cocoa mug that you turn into a shaker. So, like, this is the whipped cream. This makes a bow. This is like the dangle for the bow. And then your hot cocoa dripping out, and then your mug, and you can actually make a little mini album out of this cup. How stinking cute. Love it. Okay, I'm going to skip that one for now. Let's do this one. This is an oven. Look at that. Look how big that is. So this is the top of your oven. Looks like that's probably the door. You get some food and a bowl. Your little knobs that you turn. And these are probably for the burners. So that is a very, very large die. Then we have, this is like an apron, like an old-fashioned apron. So you got this size, which looks like it's got 1, 2, 3 layers of dies. You got this small apron, you got the bows, and then you've got, I think these are probably like ruffles. You got another rolling pin. You got some other dies. I guess you could put words in there. And then this is the front part of the apron. So look at all of that. All of that and all of that. Wow. And then we've got this little cutie patootie gingerbread person. And I'm not sure about these tabs, but I already know what I'm going to do with this. And it's not as big, but it's the whole palm of your hand is how big that is. And then finally, I ordered this die set, and this is really unique. I've never seen anything like it, but you can die cut this, and then you can hang little charms from it. I'm going to have to figure out some of these little smaller pieces, and I will definitely show you, but this is super creative, and I had to have it. So, let me show you a little bit of what I got going on. Here is my sneak peek of what I'm going to do. I am making a paper bag mini album. So, expect to see all of these goodies and just a little hint as to the theme. So there you go. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you will head over to Scrap Diva Designs and get you some goodies. I did purchase on her sale last weekend, so she does run sales. Be sure to check out all of her social media, and I will link that in the description box down below the video. Thanks so much for watching. Happy scrappy day. Bye, guys. Hey guys, here is my first little share, and it's a very small project, but I had a lot of fun. I loved using actually the pink colors with this die set, and did a lot of layering. So obviously this is a treat box, and I used the Fa La La die. It comes in 2 different types. Let me show you. Where are they? Okay. There we go. So there's this one that comes in separate pieces. So for instance, this one is just like that. So Fa La La. And I like to cut the letters out twice and do this double layering. You can see the white on the background of the... So I just printed it out twice, and I just altered it before I glued it down just a little bit to show both of those. Like here's one in red. But the Fa La La die also comes in a 1-piece like this, and this is so super fun. You've got the stitched layering. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers on this one. And I did not do offsetting the Fa La La letters on these 2. Here's the other one. But it's cool. So that's what I did on, I guess I'd call that the front, because this is the side. And look how stinking cute that is. So, oh, I'm dumping out all the stuff. Let me take out all the stuff. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. A lot. You could even make gingerbread cookies and put them in here. I can't bake. I live at 9,200 feet elevation, and it is a real thing that baking is extremely difficult up here, and you have to have special recipes because of the altitude and such. But anyway, I think it would be really cute to make gingerbread cookies and give it as a gift. So I made a little handle so it could be carried like this. But the little gingerbread people, well, they're not little. Look how big. Let me tilt you up a little bit. I mean, that's a big gingerbread person. And I did do, turned it into a shaker. There is a button die underneath here, but I had these really tiny, cute little buttons, so I put them on top. I used a foam for the icing. And up here as well, I used a foam. And then I used the double layer bow that comes with it. The eyes, the mouth, all of that comes with it. I did do a little gingerbread person in the center of the bow. I couldn't resist. So that's that one. And on the other side, we have the same, it's obviously the same die, and it is a shaker as well. And then I used a little, a tiny ornament as the center on the bow. But yeah, I mean, this took me, I had the gingerbread people already made, but to make the little box and to cut out the Fa La La and put the papers on and everything, I mean, it took me like 15 minutes. So yeah, this fits a lot of stuff. So there's 3 hot chocolates. I got 2 apple ciders. I got 2 tea bags. I got a package of cookies. And here's 2 candy canes. And then there are 2 more candy canes. And you could fit some little chocolates in there. I mean, they're still there's still more room. Or you could even put something else back here, because look how much room is still in there. But yeah, how cool would that be to give to a coworker, a neighbor, and you know, it's likely something they're going to put away with their Christmas decorations and bring it out and fill it up with stuff next year. So there you go. I got a lot of big projects planned for these die cuts. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And be aware that today are the sneak peeks of the other design team members. And then on November 12th is the actual release date. So I will have more projects coming up, and stay tuned on the 12th. Links in the description box down below. Thanks for watching.